Hello and welcome to the Booth Western Art Museum's 5th year celebration. This is an exciting day for the museum and we're pleased so many of you have come to enjoy it with us. It hardly seems possible that it was 5 years ago, almost to the day, that the very first visitors walked into the Booth Museum. But the Booth Museum is an idea that's taken many more than 5 years to reach today. It was almost 9 years ago when the interested parties, as our founders like to refer to themselves, had the idea to create a Booth Museum, to share their collection with the public and to create an educational institution and resource for our community. In the next few moments, we're going to take a look back at the history of the Booth Western Art Museum and also look forward to our future. We have enlisted a few of our members and volunteers to help us tell the story as well as we look back and look forward. Early in 2000, the former site of the Bartow County Jail and the Gilmer Street Baptist Church were acquired to make room for the Booth Western Art Museum. It was a very exciting time as ground was broken in October of 2000. It would take almost 3 years to see the museum come to fruition. While the museum was under construction, it was a very exciting time. As the building began to take shape, we were also assembling a staff. We were recruiting volunteers and beginning to train them. We also started our charter membership program, and over 1,000 people joined the Booth family and became charter members of this institution. We also began to offer programming at other sites around Cartersville like the Grand Theater and the Encore Room, giving people an opportunity to be exposed to the types of programming we would do once the museum was open.
Oh, I've been involved with a museum before there was a museum. I was one of the first docent groups we trained before the structure was here. Actually, I was privy to a tour while it was being constructed, and that's totally awesome to see the bones of this structure.
One of the most exciting days during the construction of the Booth Museum was our Hardhat member tours that we offered to all of our charter members. It gave them an opportunity to come and tour the shell of the building, at that time that was only stone and concrete, and to dream about what would become the Booth Museum.
Listen, there was nothing here but a little skeleton. We had to wear hard hats and we had a guide to take us through to be careful so we wouldn't step on something or fall through.
It was even more exciting once the museum opened for these people to come back and see if their ideas matched up to what they saw in our galleries.
It's one of the best museums I've ever seen, especially of this size, and it has a lot of important works of art here, and also because a lot of people come through here and they get to see our town, and of course I'm a charter member, so I've got my money invested in it too.
One of the things I wanted for the Booth Western Art Museum was for this not to just be a place where things hang on the wall, but where things happen. We started in on that very soon after the museum opened. In fact, it was only 2 months after the opening of the museum that we hosted our first Western Symposium. It included one reenactment of the gunfight at the OK Corral downtown in a vacant lot. That was so popular that people even stood on the Church Street Bridge to get a view of it. We also had Western concerts and art history lectures, things that have become a staple of our later symposiums. And while it was not nearly as well attended as recent symposiums, it was certainly the start of something great. Another important part of the booth is our programming. That includes both our temporary exhibitions, of which we have nearly 20 every year that change out in all of our gallery spaces, but also our lectures and entertainment events that we have at least twice a month. We try to make this a place where our members get value from so many things going on and where we attract a wide audience because of the varied programs and exhibitions that we offer.
The Booth Museum is a very diverse organization as far as educational opportunities is concerned. I grew up a working cowboy, and I'm an artist also. From those two perspectives, it's a continuous improvement for me.
It has given me an opportunity to show, and also to other artists who do Southwestern art but who live in the Southeast. And what a marvelous showcase to be able to show here and not have to go out west to show our work. And I think the staff is incredible, and there's a warmth, and also the emphasis of education, the different programs, the educational programs. I just never cease to be inspired by and informed, and I think it's just great, and I look forward to more years and more associations.
Through our programming and exhibitions, we've had some of the top experts in the world on Western art, the Civil War, and the American presidency come through the Booth Museum to provide lectures and to give entertaining and educational opportunities to our members, staff, and volunteers. It's been one of the most rewarding parts of the Booth Museum experience.
Fell in love with the first day, joined the first day. I regretted that I wasn't a member from the first day it was here. And I just love the place. I love what y'all do here. The reason I come down from Chattanooga so much is y'all do so many exciting things here. You do things related to what the museum's about. You bring in people from around the country. You bring in the artists, like 4 artists from the middle of Texas to talk to us one night, and we're not even having an exhibit of their art. You just bring them in to talk to us.
One of the most gratifying things in any business is to be recognized by your peers, and certainly the Booth Western Art Museum has received that type of recognition. Just 2 years ago, we were recognized as a Smithsonian affiliate, something that less than 200 cultural institutions in America have achieved. It allows us to use the Smithsonian name in our marketing and also gives us access to borrow from their collections, such as the 3 paintings we currently have on loan from the Smithsonian American Art Museum. Also, just recently, we learned we are now part of the Museum's West Consortium. This is a group of the 10 largest and most important Western museums in the country and is a great feather in the cap for the Booth Museum. In addition to being recognized by our peer museums, the Booth has also received national publicity. We've been featured several times in American Art Review, Western Art Collector, Southwest Art, and other Western publications. We have also been featured in a number of regional publications, including Southern Living.
This is one of the best things the South has developed, and I've been to the museums all over the South, and to me the Western Art Museum here in Cartersville beats anything that I've seen. For anyone that loves the outdoors, that loves the West, this is the place to come.
Well, I love it because as an artist, everything that I love is right here under this roof. And I tell everybody, I can't believe that Cartersville has all this culture. And it's so wonderful to bring people here from out of town and to just have it at our fingertips.
I'm from Texas originally, so I've been to Amon Carter and the one in Oklahoma City. And this one rivals any of them. This is a first-class operation, and the paintings are fantastic.
We love coming up here. It's easy to get to. It's the most amazing museum to be out here. It is just astounding.
As we stand here today celebrating the 5 years of the Booth Western Art Museum being open to the public, we are also on the edge of our next great chapter with our 40,000 square foot expansion nearing completion, hopefully within about another year or so. This will allow us to have double the gallery space, meaning we can expand the space allotted for our permanent collections that are ever growing, as well as expanding space for temporary exhibitions. This will allow our visitors to see even more of our collection and a wider variety of art on a temporary basis. Our new multi-purpose room will offer the ability to have dinner shows, museum events, community events, and be a rental facility for use by businesses and community groups. This will provide an exciting new chapter in the Booth Museum and make the Booth an even more important part of downtown Cartersville.
It's the fact that every time I come, there's something new. And so the idea of coming in and seeing something new is always a lot of fun. And then when you see things that, and I was telling somebody earlier today, I've looked at this same particular painting 50 times, and every time I look at it, I see something new and different that I like, and that's just, to me, really cool.
As we celebrate this historic occasion here at the Booth Western Art Museum, we must thank all of those who helped us get us where we are today. From our charter members who started out with us from day one, our current members who are sustaining our programs and exhibitions here at the museum, our volunteers who work hard hours